Good morning, Ignite Nation. I'm Jerald Cosey, and I am your host of the Ignite the Flame podcast. Today, we have Theresa Scimeca. She is the Director of Clinical Education here at Ignite Medical Resorts. Welcome, Theresa.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So how about we start here, Theresa? Tell us a little bit about your background and your career.
How long you got, Jerald? I've been I've been a nurse for this year is actually 45 years. Uh, I have a pretty extensive background. I've done a lot of different things. The career has been really good to me. The last 20 years, though, I've been director of nursing in different health plans for director of nursing in skilled nursing facilities. That's my last 20 years. Other than that, I've done a lot of different things over time. So yeah, I'm hoping, 45 years is a long time.
Yes, it is. And I tell you what, there's so much knowledge that comes in that 45 years. One of the things that really resonates, Theresa, is the fact that you were a director of nursing for 20 years. So let me just pause here and say, as a facility leader for 9 years, I respect your role as a CNO, as a DNS, and I thank you for all of those years of service. For those nurses out here listening, you're welcome. For those CNOs out here and assistant CNOs, all people on the nursing team, just know that you deliver excellence and you have a very large department. And there are so many people who depend on you. And yours truly is one of them. And one of the main reasons that I'm in this industry today is because of the impact a nurse had on my life when I was going through my battle with ulcerative colitis. So I just want to thank you and recognize your experience. That's tremendous. At Ignite Nation, we have a leader here who is over clinical education with all of these years of experience. So Theresa, let me ask you the obvious question. What drew you into clinical education and what keeps you motivated in developing future leaders?
Well, I was approached about this role for clinical education. I think it was an excellent move for me because I think, in being the nurse leader for the last 20 years in that DON and CNO capacity, I'm teaching skills to people, really nursing skills to people, and or helping them with that. And I think in this role, it's a different kind of role because I'm shaping them in a different way in terms of their purpose, and their compassion, right, for the next generation of professionals, right? I mean, what keeps me motivated is that we have so many great employees out there who need to realize what a great opportunity this is to go back to school and grow your profession and have Ignite help you do that, personally, because I take it personally and, financially as well. And I think, for me, the motivation is, again, I've been doing it for 45 years. We're all going to be in that situation. We have to make impression on our next generation of nurses, right? There's just so much that, it just goes hand in hand, right? It's like a ripple effect. We help one person and they in turn go out and help and touch the lives of thousands, right? So.
What a profession. We go out and we touch the lives of thousands. That's incredible. Let me ask you a question. Of the leaders that you've seen go, let's say LPN to RN, what's the feeling that you experience as you watch them achieve the next level in their nursing journey?
I'm proud. I'm proud. And the CNAs who go from CNAs to LPN, that's initially where I started this. And I'm even more proud of them because that's a hard thing to do. A lot of them don't. First of all, I've always said it, the CNA is the hardest job in the building. They don't have a lot of opportunity. They're not gifted a lot of opportunity like that in most places that you work. But Ignite, that's why we stand out, right? We're there helping them and hoping that they'll come on board, and we have a lot of great superheroes out there. And so my motivation is, the time that I have left here at Ignite, I want to get as many people as I can into the nursing professions.
Absolutely.
A shortage is coming, Jerald.
Yes, I know. A shortage is here. So,
Cheers.
Ignite Nation, this podcast is for every single professional in our organization. If you're a CNA out there listening, I'm a CNA as well. And I want to let you know that there are opportunities for you to continue growing. Whether you're a CNA, an LPN, even if you're an RN and you want to continue growing, we have RNs who are in the Donna program. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. But the takeaway here is that nursing, the profession is needed. And there are opportunities where you can change your life by going
Yes,
into our programs and changing your earning potential, as well as changing your ability to impact others at a greater level continuously. Now, if we can ask
absolutely.
you this, from your perspective, what are the most important elements in growing our own and building talent from within?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of good, all healthcare should be using this strategy, right?
Hmm.
There's just a lot of good things that come out of helping people, climb that professional ladder. I mean, for one, retention. I mean, think about it. They don't have to go anywhere for the growth, right? They can stay right here at Ignite,
Hmm.
and most nurses feel comfortable doing that. It helps with intent. It helps with retention. It also helps with the quality of care. I mean, the longer
Mm,
you have somebody at your facility, the
mm.
better they become, right?
Yes. Yes. You know, when I'm on stage, and you all heard me say this before on the podcast, I'm telling leaders oftentimes the purpose behind growing your skill set. So we're in the caring giveness, that's purpose enough. But when we're able to grow our skill set, then we're able to convert it into income and outcome. What I mean by that is we're able to convert that skill set into income for your families and then
Mhm.
outcomes for the residents in which we serve. So think
Right.
about what Theresa just said. You're able to grow your career within Ignite Medical Resorts, and you know the organization that we work for. To me, that's a double win and a great opportunity that screams, take advantage of me, please.
Yes.
We have many programs here at Ignite. From Ignite University, we're actually launching Leadership Lion Edition of Ignite University. And we'll talk about that more in upcoming episodes. We also have our LIT, and Theresa facilitates the CNO IT program. We also, nurse leaders, have the NADANA certification, which is another tool that many of our CNOs have completed, which allows them to have certification with the National Director of Nursing Association. So, with that, how do you see these programs shaping Ignite's future?
Well, investing in anybody's future and profession, obviously, it seems to go, that we're investing in, them, and hopefully it's growing not only their profession, but it's also growing the future of Ignite.
Mm. Theresa, we talked about a few things here, and we'll get a chance to laugh at a few things in a second. But what piece of advice would you give to someone stepping into their first leadership role in healthcare?
Well, it's hard for me just to give one. Let me start there. It's very exciting, and they all know, stepping probably into those roles, that it's also very challenging.
Hmm. Hmm.
Healthcare is just, there's so many regulations and processes, and I think that's the part that people kind of get hung up on. I think my best piece of advice would be just to lead with purpose and compassion, because to me, still, the patient is number one. um
Hmm.
your staff is important as well. Those are the people taking care of the patient. So
Hmm.
I would say, stay focused, be one of those leaders that's approachable. Listen is always huge for me. I'm a very good listener, I've been told. But listening is so important, and you have to be fair when you're holding people accountable to standards. You have to be
Hmm.
fair about it. That's huge to me too. um, have an open door policy, get to know your staff. And at the end of the day, these are the people that, when you're going to work every day, you're spending more time with them sometimes than you spend with your own family. So be part of that family, in, you know, make sure you're having fun too at the end of the day. Sometimes that's a hard thing to do. But, at the end of the day, these are your people that you're spending time with. So you should have a little fun while you're doing it too. And,
Great.
always remember, to I always say, and I've said this to people all along in my career, just do the right thing every day. Don't
Mm.
wait for some regulatory body to walk through the door to do the right thing, because then you're confused. Just do the right thing every day and you won't have that.
Let's look at some fun facts.
Okay.
Tell us one fun fact about Theresa Scimeca.
Fun fact, I love to travel.
Mm.
Um,
Where's
I'm
one of
a,
your
I'm a,
most interesting places where you've traveled?
I would have to say Italy.
Wow. Had a
Yeah,
good time,
Italy's
I would.
yeah, that's a great place. And I love to scrapbook. So it's kind of twofold. I travel, then I come back and I actually, scrapbook. It's my way of it's like therapy for me.
Wouldn't
And then
you
going
agree?
back and remembering the story, by pictures and things that you document.
So, Theresa, I have enjoyed this conversation with you. Before we get ready to close out, I do want to share something with you all. I've had the pleasure of working with Theresa for the past 6 months, as she's coming on board and taking over the CNO IT program. And when I tell you she is committed, I mean it. And Theresa, I just want to take a moment to thank you. It's been a joy. I know every couple of weeks you're charged with getting our leaders on the call. And I just want you to hear it from me in front of all Ignite Nation, how much I appreciate you and how much I enjoy working with you. Now, with that being said, do you have any final comments for Ignite Nation?
I just want to say thank you. It's been great working with you as well. It is a lot of fun. The CNO calls IT are a lot of fun. And again, it's one of those things where it's a little bit of a challenge for us, but like you said,
Mhm.
we tweak it every time. So going forward, it's going to be even better. That's kind of how I look at it. And I got a lot of work to do because there's a lot of great superheroes out there just waiting for me to come and bother them to go back to school and let them know what a great opportunity they're being given.
That's
So
right. That's right. You get them. You get them. So, with that, I want to remind Ignite Nation that there is nothing more honorable than placing the needs of someone else before your very own. You do this on a regular basis. We value you, we appreciate you, and what you do every day matters. If you would like to be on this podcast, please reach out to me, Jay Cosey at Ignite Medical Resorts, because we would love to interview you. This pod is for the entire Ignite Nation family. Theresa, thank you for joining us today.
thank you.